Hello, this is Zombie Warrior 88. This is my first ever Monday Night Raw review for February 20th, 2012. Before for the opening, it shows John Cena and Kane from last week of what happened. Uh, it showed Kane pushing Zack Ryder in a wheelchair off the stage last night or last week on Monday Night Raw. Before the opening theme song to Monday Night Raw, Eve told the Bellatrix that she is using Zack Ryder alone and she was about to use John Cena. Unfortunately for Eve, Cena overheard the conversation and slowly walked off. After the opening theme song, John Cena ran towards the ring, and right before John Cena had the opportunity to say anything, Eve came on and, excuse my French, but she was retaliated verbally by John Cena with an HOE ski and a scandalous female dog, and was using her image to further her career in the WWE by aligning herself with other WWE wrestlers, more specifically, in this case, Zack Ryder. And Eve tried to come on to John Cena. He basically pushed Eve away and said that he wanted to be disease free. Left the ring. John Laurinaitis and two refs came in, and Eve was upset and was walked out of the ring with the two refs crying. After that, there was a promo for the Undertaker Triple H 3 for WrestleMania 28, and there was a promo for a SmackDown Super Show, which comes on later on tonight. After that, next match, the first match of the night was between the 2012 Royal Rumble winner Sheamus and Mark Henry, who is a former World Heavyweight Champion. Sheamus signaled for a brogue kick, missed. Mark Henry countered it with a clothesline and attempted to use the world's strongest slam, but was countered by Sheamus's brogue kick and defeated Mark Henry for a 3 count, which I gave a 2.5 star match. For the backstage segment, that was Otunga, John Laurinaitis, and Teddy Long. Halfway through the conversation, Teddy Long agreed with John Laurinaitis. That should be a 10-man over the top rope battle royal, 5 from Raw, 5 from SmackDown. The winner will face the WWE Champion CM Punk at WrestleMania 28. And for the second match of the night was a tag team match between R-Truth and Kofi Kingston versus Epico and Primo, who are the WWE Tag Team Champions. Primo did a backslide onto the back of R-Truth's head and pinned him for 1 count. 1 count for R-Truth kicked out. Kofi was tagged in and pinned Epico and Primo after using the Trouble in Paradise for the 3 count. which I give this match a 2.5 stars. Next one is a promo for the Hall of Fame 2012 before the break. After the break, there was another inductee into the Hall of Fame. This time it's Ron Simmons, who grew up in the Attitude Era, or known as Farouk, who, alongside the Four Horsemen, Mike Tyson and Edge, as a backstage segment with Chris Jericho. Jericho was never eliminated technically, and he made a vow to win the Battle Royal. For the singles match, for the third match of the night, Otunga came out alongside John Laurinaitis, and Ezekiel Jackson came out alongside Teddy Long. Otunga used the clothesline on Jackson, and Jackson kicked out of one. Otunga counted Jackson used two running clotheslines onto the turnbuckle, who used the two running clotheslines onto Otunga, who was on one of the ring posts, and attempted to use the body splash onto the other side of the ringside post with Otunga. Otunga countered it and pinned Jackson via spine buster, which is a bogus anyways, which I gave it a 1.5 stars. There was a promo from last Monday night between Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker. Backstage, Undertaker was shown slowly walking towards the ring. Then after the break, there was a promo for WrestleMania 28. From the break, Undertaker's music hits, and he slowly walked towards the ring. Undertaker talked about the end of the era, which he was part of the new generation era alongside Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Undertaker forced Triple H to come to the ring. He obliged and told Taker that it's bad for business to end the streak at WrestleMania 28. After Taker provoked Triple H 2 times, he finally accepts under one condition, which is a Hell in a Cell match. Then after that, there was a recap of the Elimination Chamber match. And the fourth match of the night featured World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan and Santino Marella. Santino brought out the Cobra, but was interfered by Bryan, who went for a backdrop, but was countered with a cradle pinfall. Daniel Bryan kicked out at 2 and used a modified crippler crossface, which made Santino Marella submit. I give this match a 2 stars. Next match is the Bella Twins. I honestly don't know who they faced, but the Bella Twins won with a switcheroo, which I give 1.5 stars. 1.5 stars. And after that was a promo for the number one contenders Battle Royal. There was a backstage segment backstage where John Cena heads towards the ring again before the break. After the break, before John Cena was interrupted by the SKANPSRs. Excuse my friends, who once again complained about The Rock, which I'll explain. After that, alongside Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and what Triple H meant by the end of an era. For the main event match, CM Punk comes out to check out his competition. The first man in the 10-man Battle Royal to be eliminated are as follows. Great Khali was first eliminated, then The Miz, then Wade Barrett, then R-Truth, then Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, Santino Marella, Cody Rhodes, and The Big Show. And the winner of the 10-man over the top rope battle royal was Chris Jericho, which I would give a 4-star match. Now, two things I want to cover. The end of an era that Triple H kept talking about. 1990, Undertaker made his WWE debut in a traditional Survivor Series match, who was brought out by Million Dollar Man Ted DiBiase. In 94 and 95, Triple H came out in his debut as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who was like a blue, like a snob. So when Triple H met an end of an era, he was talking about the new generation era alongside Shawn Michaels. The new generation era came after the Hulk Hogan era from 91-ish to 98, 97-ish was a new generation era. From 98 till 2002-ish was the Attitude Era. Kane, Big Show, and Mark Henry were part of the Attitude Era. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Undertaker were part of the new generation. So when Triple H was talking, and now let's talk about the new generation era. It's on. Sorry about that. Anyways, second thing let's talk about John Cena cutting a promo on The Rock. Basically, John Cena was complaining about how The Rock is not wrestling every night, saying that he's back, but he's not wrestling every night. If that's the case, John Cena is not the only one who's saying this. CM Punk is saying this as well. If you're going to complain about The Rock or Dwayne Johnson not wrestling every night, you might as well complain about Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris Jericho, and The Undertaker for not wrestling every night. Think about it. I know that all the Cena and Punk fanboys are gonna call me on that, but think about it. What does Stone Cold Steve Austin do? He arrives, stuns wrestlers, leaves. Once in a while he drinks beer inside the ring. Chris Jericho. He leaves for a rock band, comes back to wrestle, then leaves for a rock band, then comes back. That gets old. Undertaker. Yes, I know Undertaker's my favorite wrestler. Once a year, the day after the Royal Rumble, with the exception of the 2007 and 2008 Royal Rumbles, Undertaker shows up the day after the Royal Rumble for WrestleMania to choose his WrestleMania opponents. So if you're going you're gonna talk smack about The Rock not wrestling every night, you might as well talk smack about Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris Jericho, and The Undertaker. Okay? Oh yeah. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's the end of my review. I'm gonna do another review tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.